You thought bull riding was just a sport? Well, you've got that wrong. It's a test of guts where the bravest cowboys face off against beasts 10 times their size, all for the glory of a fleeting 8 seconds. But what happens when those seconds turn from adrenaline to terror? When is the line between victory and calamity crossed? Today, we'll be diving into the 10 worst bull riding incidents in history. The stakes were not just high, they were life or death situations. These jaw-dropping incidents will leave your heart racing. Some walked away scared to death, while others never left the arena. Buckle up for a ride into the wild, heart-stopping ride into the most dangerous bull riding crashes history has ever seen. Let's start the countdown. Number 1. Lane Frost, the legendary tragedy at Cheyenne Frontier Days, 1989. We'll start with the most iconic yet heartbreaking moment in bull riding history, Lane Frost. If you're a hardcore sports fan, you may know Lane as one of the most iconic champions. He was a legend. At the 1989 Cheyenne Frontier Days, Frost completed an 8-second ride successfully on a bull named Taking Care of Business. The crowd roared, but as Lane was about to dismount and wave to his fans, little did he know that disaster was about to strike him. Although he had plenty of time to settle down and run, the bull made a freaky turn of events and charged at Lane, goring him in his back and breaking his ribs. Frost collapsed in the dirt, and the world watched all of this happen in pure horror. Shortly after this incident, Frost died due to severe internal injuries. The rodeo world was never the same again. Lane Frost's unforeseen death changed the way people viewed bull riding forever. It wasn't just about winning, it was about surviving. Number 2. J.B. Mooney, 2013. Even today's legends aren't immune to the dangers of the bull riding world. J.B. Mooney, who is often referred to as one of the greatest bull riders in history, faced a terrifying moment at the 2013 PBR BFTS Stanley Make Something Great Invitational in Billings, Montana. Mooney, known for his fearless riding style, rode the bull named Shepherd Hills Tested. What happened was surely unexpected. 3 seconds in the riding, the bull jerked backward with J.B. Mooney flying to the ground. After he touched the hard ground, the bull stomped on Mooney's body and caused fractures across his ribcage. The image of Mooney, the legend who never wore a helmet, lying in the dirt unable to move, left the world in shock. Just a few months later, he was back riding bulls. That's the heart of a champion. Number 3. Tuff Hedeman vs. Bodacious, the Facebreaker, 1995. You simply just can't mention bull riding without mentioning the battle between Bodacious and Tuff Hedeman. This bull was a mighty beast who sent shivers down the spine. In 1995, at the PBR World Finals, Hedeman was unlucky to be paired with this beast. What happened was nothing less than a catastrophe. Within seconds after the ride started, Tuff was sent flying back and his face was smashed with such force that it nearly broke every inch of his face. Later, he went through 6.5 hours of surgery to fix up his face. What's even crazier, Tuff survived that wreck and still continued to ride after he recovered. But that day, Bodacious proved that he was one of the most dangerous bulls in history. Number 4. Brent Thurman, The Fatal Ride, 1994. Next up, we have one of the saddest days in bull riding history. We're talking about the fatal wreck of Brent Thurman in the 1994 National Finals Rodeo. Brent was an uprising star and had high expectations from the crowd. Seconds into the game, the bull threw him off and Brent landed directly on his chest. The impact was fatal. Brent died instantly, and the entire rodeo cried in sorrow. This ride forced everyone to take a closer look at riding safety and ensuring that the next upcoming tournaments were safer. Number 5. Cody Nance, WalkOff, 2013. Another wrecking event in the bull riding world was when Cody Nance experienced knockdown riding WalkOff in round 1 of the Grand Rapids Invitational in Grand Rapids, Michigan in 2013. As soon as the gates opened, things went south. Nance was launched off after just a few seconds and hit the ground with a thud. He got pushed to the gates and smashed against the rod immediately after. The impact broke down his collarbone and left him lifeless on the ground. He was unable to move. What makes this wreck stand out is Cody's resilience. Despite these severe injuries, he didn't stay away from the game for long. This only proved that bull riders have different blood flowing through their veins. Number 6. Tai Pabon 2012. Sometimes the worst wrecks aren't about a single moment, but it's about multiple moments. Tai Pabon, the Canadian bull rider, was one of the rising stars in this sport. In 2012, Tai took part in the PBR-built Ford Tuff World Finals in Las Vegas. The game started off strong and confident, but soon turned into his nightmare. The bull pushed him off and stumbled over him not once, but twice. He got squished under the heavy beast, leaving him in severe injuries. Smoky White Devil ran off in a sprint as Tai regained control of his consciousness and stood up once again with bravery. Number 7. Pistol Robinson, Madison Square Garden 2012. Another heart-wrenching incident that left the crowd growling with sorrow and pain was the 2012 PBR Madison Square Garden Invitational in New York. Pistol started off very strong, convincing the crowd that this was an easy win. But little did he know, when he was just about to hit 7 seconds in round 3, his bull Carrillo Cartel flew him off with a jerk. He landed face flat on the ground. Carrillo did not spare Pistol even a second to recover and pounced on top of him. People rushed to his help in efforts to tame the beast, but the giant had already stomped over Pistol 3 times, leaving his body lifeless. This incident left Robinson with broken legs, having to sit out the season until he fully recovered and was able to walk. Number 8. Mike Lee 2007. The bull riding legend Mike Lee in 2007 got hung up on the bull Navasota. The game was in his hands until the bull pushed him off, but instead of hitting the hard ground, his left hand got stuck. With attempts to get loose, people rushed to set Mike free, but all attempts were in pain. The beast hit him with his horns, leaving Mike flying in the air. Imagine experiencing such pain, yet not being able to break loose. The crowd watched in horror as Lee experienced the worst pain in bull riding history. Number 9. Mason Lau, the tragic Denver event 2019. Mason Lau was a rising star in the PBR, known for his skill and determination. But in January 2019, during a PBR event in Denver, Mason met tragedy. Just as he thought he had the game in his hands, the gates opened and the bull exploded out. The raging beast showed anger, and Mason bucked off and hit the ground. Mason Lau stood during the game trying to hold on to the bull like a passenger riding a bus. The 8-second bull riding lasted an eternity with raging bull muscles. Just as Mason hit the ground, the bull's back hooves hit his unprotected chest. Seconds later, Lau flew in the air with the beast's horns smashing on his chest. Although the protection vest secured him from the sharp horns, the intense pressure resulted in internal organ trauma. His death sent shockwaves through the rodeo world, as it was a reminder of how dangerous the sport can truly be. Number 10. Shane Proctor vs. Black Attack 2011. Rounding out our list is Shane Proctor at the 2011 PBR World Finals. Riding Pandora's box, Proctor was thrown off in the blink of an eye. The bull stomped on Shane's back, breaking his arm and severely injuring his spine. It was a wreck that would take him out of the game for quite an amount of time. But despite this blow, like the legends in this list, Shane did not let it slide either. He came back even stronger in the next World Finals, leaving everyone in amusement. There you have it. Bull riding isn't just for anyone, where every ride could be your last. These 10 wrecks are a reminder of how unpredictable and dangerous this sport can be. The cowboys risk their lives for a few seconds of glory. Some come back stronger, while others don't always have luck by their side. If these stories gave you chills, be sure to like this video and drop a comment below with your thoughts on which wreck shook you the most. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos.